Medical experts have been sounding the alarm about a growing shortage of doctors nationwide.
They have. I spoke with two physicians who say burnout in their field is very real, which is why they decided to try something new that they believe actually benefits them and their patients.
So my name is Akila Deaza. My practice is called Deaza Direct Primary Care.
My name is Penelope Pauly. I'm a pediatric endocrinologist, founder and owner of the Endocrine Company.
Next to getting married and having children, becoming a doctor has been one of the biggest joys of both Dr. Deaza and Dr. Pauly's life.
I don't ever recall wanting to be anything other than a doctor.
But those warm and fuzzy feelings have been fading for a lot of physicians. According to the American Medical Association, 1 in 5 physicians say it's likely they will leave their current practice within 2 years, while 1 in 3 say they intend to reduce work hours in the next 12 months. Why? Well, the survey listed things like workload, fear of infection, anxiety or depression due to COVID-19, and the number of years in practice. Both Dr. Deaza and Dr. Pauly believe another big factor, frustration with insurance companies ultimately getting in the way of them spending the necessary time to truly help their patients.
I can say you need medication A, and the insurance company may come back and say, we don't approve medication A until you have trial and fail medication B, but we don't approve medication B.
So doctors have a choice of either seeing their patients within 7 or 15 minutes, or they can be like I was and behind. And being behind by 30 minutes means that your next patient has to wait. It means that your staff has to wait and contributes to burnout.
And that is why they've both decided to pivot to a relatively new healthcare model called direct care.
It's a way to address some of the concerns that we have in our somewhat broken healthcare system today, including things like access to care and patients feeling kind of rushed through their visits. So direct primary care addresses that by taking out the middleman, if you will.
It's just smoother. So usually my patients call to make an appointment. 9 out of 10 times I'm picking up the phone saying, hey, how are you? This is Dr. Pauly. I'm happy to help you.
What's the reaction when they get you?
Oh my gosh, it's never I love it. I love it. They always are like, wait, what? The actual doctor? I'm like, yep. The one that's gonna see me? Yes, ma'am.
So, no insurance, just a flat fee for unrivaled direct access to your doctor.
Is this just for rich people?
It is for patients who do have some discretionary income. But what I like to tell my patients is if they would like that hands-on feeling with their primary care doctor and they do have that $100 a month, then they are able to see cost savings on the other end by having less ER visits, because I do everything that I can to make sure that my patients stay out of the ER unless that's the only place that they can go for care.
So there's no insurance dictating what me as a physician can prescribe or what laboratory studies I can prescribe, or dictating how long I can spend with my patients.
And today my appointment was at 9 o'clock and it lasted till 10.
Natasha Slade just had her very first direct care visit.
We talked about a number of things that I've never been able to express before.
She says, considering she used to have to wait several months to even get in to see a doctor and then had to wait more once she arrived for her appointment.
You spend more time waiting than you did in the actual appointment.
Direct care is, at least for her, a no-brainer.
I feel like that this is someone that's invested in my health.
I really hope that this model catches on for that reason so that people can see this as a viable alternative.
Now, if you are interested in learning more about direct care, we've got a link to a ton of information on WESH.com. Just go to the As Seen on WESH 2 section.